exercise insight, where we're going to be looking at your pelvic floor. Hooray! Now, before you switch off, yes, it is part of your core muscles. That's right. You want to have a nice strong core. Your pelvic floor is actually part of that. Can be quite surprising, and not everyone knows that, but now you do. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles that start at the back at your tailbone and run like a hammock all the way through until the front at your pubic bone and from side to side. These muscles help to maintain your bladder and bowel control. Hooray! Also affect your sexual sensation and function, and also stabilizes for your pelvis. During exercise, your pelvic floor works with your diaphragm, your abdominal muscles, and your back muscles. And therefore, it's really important that it learns to function and work effectively so that it can do its job and you can have a strong body once again. The pelvic floor can be one of those muscles like the transverse abdominis that we learned about last week that can be almost underutilized or unappreciated until it comes to the point where we've had children. We go, okay, something needs to be done about this. Did you know that even though you had a C-section, your pelvic floor was still affected? This is particularly through your pregnancy, through the hormonal changes in your body, as well as, and especially if you had active labor and pushed before you actually had your C-section. So your pelvic floor muscles were affected during this time and they were weakened. But the good news is, is that we can strengthen these muscles and teach them and train them to function really efficiently again. Learning how to communicate between your brain and your pelvic floor muscles can be really challenging at first, and that is totally normal. But given time, remember, you'll master the art of learning how to correctly and effectively engage your pelvic floor muscles. The Kegel exercise is a pelvic floor exercise, and what I think is the cool thing about this is that it can be done anywhere, literally anywhere. I could be doing them right now. Maybe, maybe not. When you're sitting, when you're standing, when you're lying down in bed. You can do them when you are waiting at the cafe, even while you're nursing your baby. Seriously, almost anywhere. This involves lifting your pelvic floor muscles, holding them, and then releasing and relaxing. Now, this is a real key. A few years ago, I learned about hypertonic pelvic floor muscles. Now, these are muscles that haven't learned how to actually relax after contractions. So they are very tight muscles. Your pelvic floor muscles need to be able to contract in order to maintain continence, and relax to allow urination and bowel movements. When these muscles are too tight and you have too much tension, they can cause pelvic pain and discomfort. Okay, now let's get to it. I want you to visualize a hammock or a sling running from your tailbone all the way through to your pubic bone at the front and from side to side. I want you to lengthen your spine and relax your shoulders. Now I want you to start with your back passage first. I want you to lift and squeeze up and in like you're trying to not fart, or like my mum would say, not pass wind. Then bring the pelvic floor lift through to the front of your tailbone like you're trying to stop the flow of urine. Now lift and squeeze your pelvic floor for as long as you possibly can. And then, real big key, keep on breathing normally while you're doing this. And then relax. So the key is you need to remember to engage, hold for as long as you can, and then relax. Yes? You want to relax for the same amount of time that you've engaged for, allowing that healthy build-up of the contraction and the relaxation of the muscle. Now your pelvic floor is also made up of fast twitch muscles. Now that simply means that the ability to be able to squeeze quickly and hold when you're sneezing, coughing, laughing, etc. And in future, when you're skipping and jumping on the tramp with your little one. What I want you to do is we are going to use those same muscles again, but this time I want you to try and do 5 quick sharp contractions. So engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax. And then what I want you to do is I want you to fully relax for 10 seconds. So just breathing in normally and breathing out, relaxing. Then repeat the same process again. Yeah, let's go. Engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax, engage, relax. Again, you might want to repeat this 10 more times. 5 contractions, quick, 10 seconds, relax. 5 contractions, quick, 10 seconds, relax. Repeat this for 10 times. And again, doing this a couple of times a day. And what you'll notice is your pelvic floor will start to become strong once again. Okay, beautiful ladies, so here's a tip. You think, okay, I'm meant to do this 3 times a day and I'm meant to remember to do this. How the heck am I going to do that, right? Yes, I totally get it. What I tended to do is I would connect to something that I was already doing throughout the day on a regular basis and go, when I did, I would do my Kegels. Okay, so for me, obviously I was feeding and nursing my little one very often throughout the day. So what I would do is every time I would breastfeed my little boy, I would do my Kegel exercises. Another tip that one of my good friends said was that she would do it when she was brushing her teeth. Another one was when they were doing the dishes. It could be also when you are stopped at a red light, because that's for a period of time you might do your fast contraction and relaxes when you're stopped at a red light. If you've got an idea of how you connect doing your Kegels more regularly throughout your day rather than going, oh, oops, I was meant to do them and I haven't done them for a week, then I'd really encourage you, share below so that we can learn together and encourage each other on this journey of engaging our pelvic floor muscles once again, getting them strong so that they can function as optimally as possible. And a final last little piece is, last time what we did was we looked at core breath. What I'd encourage you to do to take your core breath exercise to that next level is to use your pelvic floor and your core breath together. So when you breathe in, you inhale, you relax your pelvic floor, your belly comes out, your rib cage expands, and as you breathe out and you start to engage that transverse abdominis, you also lift your pelvic floor. So getting those two connecting together. Your abdominals and your pelvic floor work together. It's a beautiful harmony, it's a beautiful marriage. Let's make them work well together. Now, a final note, I highly recommend that you book in to see your local pelvic floor physiotherapist. I've been to one and she is amazing and was just able to reassure me that I was doing my pelvic floor my pelvic floor exercises correctly, knowing that I was engaging it as effectively as I could. Because initially I thought, oh, I know how to engage my pelvic floor, and so I did. And then she actually gave me some tips on how to make that more effective. And I don't know about you, but I love being able to find ways to be able to make these exercises more effective so that I'm going to get better bang for my buck, right? Yes. It's well worth it. I know that in New Zealand you can do it through private healthcare, or you can do it through the public system where you can get a referral from your doctor or your midwife, which again, I thoroughly recommend that you do that and make it happen, because your body is worth it. We shouldn't need to be dealing with a dragging feeling. We shouldn't need to be dealing with incontinence, having pain during sex. These kind of things don't need to be part of our normal life. Because we've had a baby, these do not need to come along with it. We can actually do something about it. That's it for this week. I really encourage you, let me know how you're going. If you have any questions or you'd like to know more about another exercise that I can help you out with, please comment below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.